Yeah, you look like a dog.
Good morning, this is Jeff with Sewer Tech Northwest. Today we're at property address 10475 Southwest 152nd Avenue here in Beaverton. We are located on the right side of the home, right next to the water shutoff. We have a 3-inch ABS cleanout as our point of access. We can insert the camera and check the overall condition and serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. I do have water currently running, and I just zeroed out the foot counter there at the bottom of the cleanout. Right off the bat, flow line is super clean. I don't have a bunch of grease buildup in it like a lot of houses have. And if you don't have grease in your main line, it usually means your kitchen sink is also good and clean as well. We've got a little stringy item hanging from the top of the pipe up there. We'll take a second look at that when we come out. That right now just appears to be either a cobweb or a little bit of excess pipe glue, something of that nature. The line's now transitioning here over to what appears to be 4-inch PVC pipe. Beautiful flow at this point. I mean, a super clean line with great flow. Here is our main lateral connection at about 70, we'll call it 76 feet. And we're going to go locate the terminus here just to verify where the line goes to. We'll have a better view of everything as we come out, but as far as flow goes, it does not get any better than this. Alright, located the camera head successfully. The line terminates at the main out here on Southwest 152nd Avenue. And where I'm locating out in the roadway, it looks like the line shoots up to the right of the driveway. It doesn't appear to go under it. You can see this kind of, there's a line here, and it's really hard to tell what it is. I think it's some kind of debris. It almost looks like it could be a crack in the pipe. Visually, it's a very difficult one to tell. It looks like a couple different things. It almost looks like you could have a small crack there. At the same time, it almost looks like you've got something sitting on top of the line, some kind of debris. It's a very hard, the color of it is almost identical to the color of the pipe. I'll do a toilet flush and see if you can see if that moves at all. That's a very hard thing to verify there without doing some drain cleaning. To try and, you know, if it's debris, drain cleaning would knock it loose. If it's not debris, you know, after you run a machine through there, we'd know it was a crack in the pipe. It's very difficult to tell. Anyway, we'll do a flush here, see if we can't get something to move around. Alright, the foot flush runs right into that spot there, so we're going to see if, if it's some kind of debris caught at a pipe joint, it may not go anywhere, but we'll see what happens here when the line drains out. And give this just a moment to drain here. Alright, now that the water is starting to drain off here, you can see that little item has moved. Now it's flopped over this direction. So as far as I can tell here, that just appears to be debris. I mean, it's a stringy item, so there's always the possibility that that could be a root. Because it's caught at the joint like this, it's a very difficult one to tell. It's very easily some type of debris that went down the sewer line, piece of dental floss, something of that nature. The color of it is not terribly indicative of roots. The way it's displaying itself, usually they're more of kind of an iridescent brown, clearish, dark color. They come in multiple different varieties. But generally they have root tips on the end. The end of the root strand will flare out in multiple different little root tips. So I'll put on the report possible root. There is not anywhere near enough there to even slightly tell if that's a root or not right now. And the trickiest thing, I mean, it's almost the exact same color as the pipe. And sometimes when people are cutting these pipes when they're first being installed, they'll create burrs on the plastic. Sometimes you can get a really thin piece that will kind of sit at the joint like that. It's still kind of hanging on to the rest of the plastic. But that's not anything you'd be able to really confirm until you did another you probably have to rescope the line in a year or so to see if anything changes. At this point, though, I don't want anyone having nightmares about it. To me, it looks more like debris than a root coming through the line. But it does not appear to be a crack, because that little item moved around, which a crack would not. And I don't see any evidence there that the joint is separated or open or anything like that. It makes it look like a root has punched its way through a joint. And that right there is just a little bit of excess pipe glue when they installed the line. And you've got some debris here at the top of the pipe. That is the remnants of a past blockage. Looks like a long time ago. That stuff was bone dry. But it just appears to be a good old-fashioned blockage. Someone put too much stuff down the line and clogged up. Which then causes the line to fill up, and then it deposits the debris on the top of the sewer line like that. Now we're going to go to reel the camera out of the sewer line. We have absolutely fantastic flow all the way to the main lateral connection. For the exception of a possible issue there at 58 feet. Again, there's not enough to confirm it. You'll have to rescope this line if you're interested in it in about a year to see if anything has changed, grown, stuff of that nature, to be able to verify that it's a root and not just some debris. At this time, it's not affecting functionality in any way, shape, or form. So, and aside from that one area there, the rest of the line appears to be in great condition, has good flow, and is functioning properly at this time.